It's margin in the morning. So ridiculous. Margin in the morning.
In the morning. What's up? So, I just wanted to take a quick look here at SPY and a couple of things we're holding. So, this is great movement on SPY. I want to show you what we're trying to avoid first, though. For those of us who are in the upside plays, this is right. This going down off any of these weeklies is not a great sign because we just don't want them to close the gap to the downside to 535.22, right? That's like our number one goal. That's like the primary goal of life at this point. I should say trading. It's not all your lives like it's mine right now. So you just really don't want to see them break this gap to the downside. So if we look at it on the hourly, right, they're passing the weekly levels. So this looks constructive, but I want to be careful because this would also be just a classic setup, right? Where they run the hourly up and then wick it beneath. So we want to be really careful that we don't bite on the long first. But if they do pass the level, what I'll be looking for is them to retest this 545.65 area right here, because you could see, if you remember from our Master Chief days, you got a break of the weekly level, no retest yet, right? So you're likely to see them come up, retest the level, and then they either break it to continue their mission or they come down, right? They come back down to retest, and it will start as a retest at this level. It could go to a retest at this level, and then, of course, I guess you call it worst case, would be a retest at that level, right? Looking at it from ES perspective, remember night crawlers, we look at our friends. So this was fantastic. Overnight, you got something that you don't really see too much, which is you get a break of the weekly, right? And every system has, every system sometimes doesn't do what it's supposed to do. So theoretically, this should have flagged down, right? Because they rejected the reclaim on the hourly. But why does it get a little bit more leeway? It's a double weekly. So a double weeklies, right, it's kind of hard to see which one's being retested, which one's being broken, which one's failing a retest. So I just try to play carefully around those areas, wait for clear signals. But honestly, if this was, say, intraday, I would have bit on a flag down probably, but it would be okay because your downside loss is pretty minimized because it's basically the moment you get an hourly close above here, right? So you're not looking at like too much pain. But this is instructive, but you have to be prepared for it to retest at any point because we passed the level, right? But this is, don't forget, this is a reset, right? The cycle starts all over again because this is a retest of this level. It fails on the retest, or it fails on the breakdown of this level, but it passes the retest. So now you're on neutral footing. So that's what SPY's looking like right now. So, basically we're hoping for them to act on the long, but we've got no real guarantee either way of what's going to happen because they can retest in any moment. So we're kind of sitting on our hands a little bit. RXRX, shout out to Bio. Looks like they're going to come back down and retest this weekly probably. They passed a few of them. They might retest a few of them. Depends on how the price action goes for the index. Mara, our new baby. These are going to be 719 contracts. I'm probably just going to get a shitload and just sit in them. Not worry too much about the price action movement. If I put it here on the hourly, right? I think I want to see another retest of like this level here. I like this level a lot actually here because you can see two, because you get 1 bounce, 2 bounce, 3 bounce, 4 bounce. Getting above here is really good. I might wait for them to come back down and test it. That would be 1887. So to be quite frank, I don't know that I have the patience to wait for it. I want to be in this crypto run. Got an hourly cup and handle. I like the stock. Young CHWY, baby. Just doing chewy things. Look at it. Resilience, strength. Just, this market is everything America, or this ticker is everything America's about. As far as the levels here, if they clear this, we're going to 2846. Call your mom. Call your family. Let them know. Chewy's that dude. I like the upside movement here. It back tested beautifully on the way up. So this is what you're going to want to see too, right? Like, as it rose, it back tested for us. It came down and said, let's prove ourselves on this level first. Proved itself on that level, right? They said, look, great, we'll prove ourselves on this level. Okay, great, we'll prove ourselves on this level. Look at this beautifully. Each time it goes up, it's back testing the level. So I mean, this thing is, it's price actionly. That's the term I'm using now that I'm making up right now. It's price actionly sound. IREN, I talked about the puts yesterday, so you can see here it's getting a rejection at this level. Let's do the monthlies really quick here. I did it on the whales chart last night because I'm a good sponsee. Kind of already bread is butter, know what I mean, guys? And the whale butter's my bread. Here, the sound, it does like a pause moment. Whale butter's my bread. But anyway, so you see here, they got above this level. They're coming down to retest it right now. If they get underneath there, I could see them falling back into it. Let's see what young CELH is talking about. Where is it? Where is it? CLH looks like it still has a little bit of downside movement it wants to do. Let's see, it had this little pop, and now it's fading. I think we got it at like 59.75 yesterday. I kind of like this to complete this head and shoulders to the downside. Right, like it's setting lower highs each time and lower lows. That's usually a pretty bad sign, unless it could rip and flag if it bases here. But for right now, I mean, if you're just following the price action, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low. Well, just so you guys know too, that's all trends are. It's just lower highs and lower lows, right? It's good that you understand the mechanics behind these things so that you can understand how price action works in them, so you don't get tricked by patterns. And instead, you can look at the patterns and see what the candles are within the patterns. So yeah, that's the day.